Hi, technical writing students. This is the first day of a new HEX, and obviously you are in technical writing. We are going to be discussing today what technical writing is, what it isn't, and the 4 traits that make something technical writing as opposed to other types. We'll be going through this slideshow together. If at any time you'd like to stop, rewind, listen to something again, or just pause so that you can think about something, that's perfectly fine. When we're done today, you will know the 4 traits of technical writing, and you will also be able to find a piece of writing in your own home that meets the qualifications of technical writing. So here we go. First thing I would like you to do, and if you need to pause to go get some paper, you may do that. I would like you, and if you'd like to get your siblings' help or your parents' help, you may do that, to just get a piece of scratch paper and list as many different types of writing as you can. Some examples that I might write down of different types of writing are novels, poems, and newspaper articles. So if you need to pause, grab some paper and a pencil and write down as many different types of writing as you can right now. Continue the video when you've done that. Next, you're going to take the list that you've made, and next to each type of writing that you wrote down, you're going to write what the purpose of that type of writing is. If I wrote down novel, I could have a couple of different purposes. It could be to entertain. It could be to make people think about something. It could be to help someone understand a different time period, or it could just be for fun. So go ahead, by every type of writing that you wrote down, write what 1 or 2 purposes of that type of writing is. You can pause and come back when you're done. Now, there are many different types of writing, and they all have different purposes and audiences and different reasons that we do them, read them and write them. But we're going to be talking during this class specifically about technical writing. And this type of writing has 4 characteristics that we're going to be learning about today. Here are the 4 characteristics. The first characteristic of technical writing is that its only purpose, is to educate and inform. It is not written to entertain, to persuade, to sell something, to express one's feelings, and those are all legitimate reasons for writing. And it doesn't make technical writing any better or worse than any other type of writing, but its one and only purpose is to educate, not any of the other things that we've talked about. Secondly, technical writing includes facts, not opinions of the writer. Some tech writing will include opinions from experts in the subject, but when we do technical writing, we keep ourselves as writers out of the writing. There are cases in which I, as a writer, give my opinions, my feelings, my arguments, but not in technical writing. We give just facts and maybe opinions of experts. Thirdly, technical writing is written for a specific audience, and really this is true of all types of writing. All types of writing are written for certain audiences. However, in technical writing, we have a very specific audience in mind. For example, if I write instructions on how to change the oil on my car, I'm not writing that for a 2-year-old who doesn't own a car, or I'm not writing it for someone who doesn't care to learn how to change the oil on his or her car. I'm writing it for someone who wants to learn that process. And the final characteristic of technical writing is that it requires extensive knowledge and research. It is not based on the writer's ideas or invented stories. And while there are many types of writing that do require creativity and a writer coming up with the story from his or her own head, in technical writing, I cannot just make things up. I have to base what I write on facts and research. And therefore, it requires knowledge and it requires research. If I'm a writer and I'm doing a piece of technical writing, I can't just make things up. I have to know that they're fact. So once again, our 4 characteristics. First, technical writing is written to educate and inform. It includes facts, not opinions of the writer. It's written for a very specific audience, and it requires research and knowledge. In general, technical writing is writing that gives information about a product, process, or event. It tries to simplify complex ideas so the reader can use them to understand something better. And I've actually been a technical writer, been paid to do it, so I have some knowledge in this area. Here are some examples of things I would consider to be technical writing. A recipe. Does it fit the 4 characteristics? Let's look. Its purpose is to educate, to teach us how to make something, how to cook something. It includes facts. It's written for someone who wants to make that particular recipe. And it requires knowledge and research. We can't just say, oh, put 3 cups of flour in when it's really just 1 cup. That's not going to work. Other examples, game instructions on how to play a game. I'm looking at a game I got for Christmas here called Labopoly. It's a Monopoly game with lab dogs on it. And I have to read the instructions. I have no idea how to play it. So if I want to learn how, I'm going to have to do that. A school handbook, a lab report, technical information about a product, or a research paper. Other examples include an installation guide, a how-to guide. If you buy a product, oftentimes you'll need to use the instructions that come with it as to how to set up the product, how to use different aspects of the product, and if something goes wrong, what to do. Textbooks, training guides, nonfiction books, books that give us information about a lot of different topics, GPS directions, news article. In the next slides, I'm going to give you some examples of different types of writing, and I would like you to decide whether they are technical writing or not. The first one is an article about the alligator, written by Britannica School Middle School Edition from the Iowa AEA Online Digital Tools. Stop the video and discuss with someone near you, or think about whether you think this is an example of technical writing or not, and why. So this is technical writing. The reason is because it meets the 4 traits. First of all, it's written for a specific audience. It's based on facts, not just things that the writer made up. Its purpose is to educate and inform, not to be creative or something else. And it includes facts, not opinions of the writer. It's written for an audience, people who want to learn more about alligators, and it requires research. The next one, how to do jig fishing. Do you think this is technical writing or not? So going back to our 4 traits, its purpose is to educate and inform, to teach us how to jig fish. It's written for a specific audience, people who want to do jig fishing. It requires facts and knowledge, and it does not rely on the opinion of the writer. Next one is an announcement from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Association about an update on spring sports, telling what's going to be happening with spring sports. Do you think this is technical writing? The answer is yes. It meets the 4 characteristics. Its purpose is to inform us about what's going on with spring sports in Iowa. It's written for a specific audience, people who are in these sports and their parents and coaches and fans. It relies on facts and requires knowledge and research, not just made up items. And it doesn't include the opinions of the writer. The Tale of Peter Rabbit, classic children's story by Beatrix Potter. Would this be considered technical writing? The answer to this one is no. It is written for a specific audience, but it is not based on facts. It's a story that was made up by Beatrix Potter, and that does not make it a bad story. It's actually a very nice story, but it's considered fiction, so it's not technical writing. Lyrics to the Beach Boys song Wipeout. Would this be considered technical writing? The answer is no, because once again, this is made up and its purpose is to entertain, not to educate and inform. A Snapchat or Instagram post. Would that be considered technical writing? Why or why not? The answer is it depends on the content of the post. If the post was an announcement to give information, say an announcement that school was canceled or an announcement about a meeting at a certain time, that would be considered technical writing because that is factual information that's intended to educate and inform. If it's a joke or just something to entertain somebody, then the answer would be no. The poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. What do you think? The answer is no. It's a very lovely poem and I actually enjoy it a lot, but it is not considered technical writing because it was created from the writer's own head, not based on facts. With the text message, it follows the same format as the snap. Depends on the content of the message. And a Facebook post. This particular post was written by my niece a couple of years ago about the first day of school. And while it does have some information, it's got her opinions and it's written just to reach out to her family and friends. So it would not be considered technical writing. A Facebook post could be considered technical writing depending on the content. So your assignment, there's a document on Google Classroom. You're going to have to list the 4 traits of technical writing. You can find those here in the slideshow. And if you need to go back, you can. Then you're going to find a piece of writing around your house, not a piece of digital writing, but something that you can actually put your hands on. You're going to take a picture of it, put it on the document, and then explain how that piece of writing fits the 4 traits. For example, you might take the directions for a game that you have in your house, and you would take a picture of those directions, and then you'd explain to me how those game instructions fit the 4 characteristics of technical writing. Also, Mr. Dorhout's going to say hi to you.
Who goes there?
This is a video I'm making for my tech writing class.
Oh.
So.
Hello, everyone. Hope everything is going well. I would say make sure that you listen to Mrs. Dorhout.
Okay.
I know I do.
Good advice. Let me know if you have any questions, everybody, and have a great day. Bye.